Ita, is that you? Okay. The Torah that we learned should be Leilun Nishmat, my grandma, Rahel Bat Simcha. Today is her Azkara. And what else you got? Nesser bin Simcha. We should only have Simachot. Okay, Yechave Daat, very quick halakha today. This is a very fast halakha. So we can all get home if you don't want to stay for the second shiur before the rain. There's the rain. The rain starts. שאלה, בדיקת תפילין או מזוזות שיש נוהגים לבדיקן בחודש אלול, האם היא חובה מצד ההלכה, או אינה אלא מנהג חסידות בעלמא? This custom that people have to take their mezuzot and tefillin to the sofer every elul, is this a halacha or is it only minhag? Teshuvah. Yerushalmi Yerubin, in the Gemara Yerushalmi, it says, tefillin, now listen to this, you ready? Tefillin sarich lebadekan pa'am achat l'shnei masar chodesh. It says in Yerushalmi, you have to check your tefillin once every 12 months, divrei Rebbe. These are the words of the Yehuda Hanasi. Pay attention because it's important, the names in this Gemara. The Yehuda Hanasi says in the Gemara Yerushalmi, you have to check your tefillin once every 12 months. Rabban Shimon ben Gamliel Omer, however, Rashbag says, Enan tzirichot bedika. You don't have to check them. Hillel Hazaken Omer, Hillel says as follows, Tefillin elu. Look, the tefillin that I'm wearing right now, Me'avi imahen. They're my mom's father's tefillin, and I never check them. This is Gemara Yerushalmi. Interesting, Adam, huh? I never check them. These are my grandpa's tefillin, and so we have mahloket. The Yehuda Hanasi says you have to check them every 12 months. Rashbag says don't worry about it. Hillel comes and says, oh, what are you guys talking about? Tefillin? Oh, I'm wearing my grandpa's tefillin. I never check them. Hillel has a kin who halacha zak Hillel. However, that's Yerushalmi. If you check the Mechilta, it gives the same mahloket, but it flips the names. This pasuk is talking about what? It's right after Pesach by Yitziat Mitzrayim when it talks about Kadesh Licho Bechor by Tefillin, right? You should keep this hok, this law, the mu'adah, each appointment time, miyamim yamima, which means from year to year. What is this pasuk talking about? What law should you keep every year? So it could be one of two things. You guys following me? This pasuk is after Yitziat Mitzrayim. After Yitziat Mitzrayim, or actually right before Yitziat Mitzrayim, when it talks about Kadesh Li, it talks about Korban Pesach, and then it goes straight into Tefillin. And so then it says, you should have Korban Pesach, you should have Tefillin. You have to keep this law. Which law? Pesach or Tefillin? We don't know. That's the question. However, the Mechilta says as follows. You have to keep this law every single year. We learn from here, tefillin has to be watched. You have to watch that they should be kosher every single year. Why? Where does it say shana? Yamim yamima. Ne'emar kan yamima, v'ne'emar lehalan yamim tiyeh geulato. When you have the field that you redeem. Ma lehalan yod bet chodesh. Just like over there, yamim means 12 months. So to Afghan yod bet chodesh, and the pasuk here is talking about tefillin. V'shamata tahukah azot the mu'adah miyamim yamima. You have to check your tefillin every 12 months. Who says this? Divrei Bet Hillel. These are the words of Bet Hillel. The opposite of what Bet Hillel says in the Yerushalmi. One of these two things got to be wrong: the Midrash or the Yerushalmi. Bet Shammai omrim enan tzirichot bedika. Bet Shammai, the Midrash. Bet Shammai says, nah, you have to check it. Shammai Omer, and Shammai himself came and said, Tefillin elu shel abi imahen. These are my grandma's tefillin, my grandpa's tefillin. So was it Shammai or was it Hillel? It makes a big difference where it is. Nimsa, exactly. Nimsa sheyesh lefanen musachot shonot b'machloket zu. We have different texts of the machloket. According to the Mechilta, Bet Hillel says you have to check it. Haya ra'ui lefsok. So which one wins? So automatically, every 2 years. No, what's the middle between never and a year? What's the middle? The other shita is never.
Make sure it's watched.
Watch, which means
that it's on all the time.
they're teaching, they're defining the pasuk as it means make sure it's watch over
The
it.
one wears it all the time.
Okay, hold on, Stan. Ulam. נראה, but it seems שהדבר תלוי במחלוקת אחרת של רבי יוסי הגלילי ורבי עקיבא בן אחות. There's another מחלוקת between Rabbi Yosef HaGalili and Rabbi Akiva ben Achot, and we're almost there in our Gemara class. This is page 36b. So we should get there maybe in a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, or less. Titania, it says, ושמעת את החוקה הזאת למועדה מימים ימימה, this pasuk, you have to watch it, ימים ולא לילות, which means tefillin only is during the daytime, and tefillin is not during the nighttime, because you have to keep this mitzvah. Miyamim yamima v'lo leilot. This is the opinion of the first shita. Pirat l'shabbatot v'yamim tovim she'en manachim b'hem tefillin. Divrei Rabbi Yosef HaGalili.
So he says that the reference is not to watch your tefillin, just to tell you to do it every day.
So he says, and we'll learn this Gemara B'dat Hashem soon. 2 halachot. Mordechai. The milk is here. Rocky Balboa up those stairs. You have to keep this mitzvah, which right now we're assuming means tefillin. Miyamim yamima. Yamima is daytime. V'lo leilot. So number one, that's how you know you don't put tefillin at night. Miyamim, some of the days and not the other days. What is excluded? Shabbat and Yom Tov. These are the words.
But the chidush is that he removes completely the concept that it has to do
with Pesach. With checking.
Yeah. No, it tells you how to do the mitzvah.
Exactly. And this is only Rabbi Yosef HaGalili. However, in the Gemara that we'll learn soon, Rabbi Akiva argues and he says, "Menayin lanu she'em menachin tefillin b'shabbatot v'yamim tovim u'meshiva shelomed pasuk be'haya lecha le'ot hayadecha." He, Rabbi Akiva, doesn't need this pasuk to exclude Shabbat. This is the Rabbi Akiva is the one everyone knows. You ask a person, why is not tefillin Shabbat? Shabbat is a ot. You don't need another ot. Everyone knows this one. So that's Rabbi Akiva. That's not Rabbi Yosef HaGalili. Rabbi Akiva says, and so he disagrees with Rabbi Yosef HaGalili about the necessity of this pasuk for tefillin at all. So Chamadia is saying this mahloket would be the same mahloket of the Midrash and the Yerushalayim, and I'll explain. Almost everyone holds like Rabbi Akiva, which means you don't need this pasuk to be talking about tefillin bichlal. שהפסוק ושמעת את החוקה הזאת מדבר בחוקת פסח בלבד. Let the pasuk be talking about Pesach. We don't need that for mezuzah, for tefillin at all. How does Rabbi Akiva learn that nighttime is excluded for tefillin? If he doesn't use the pasuk, I know we're learning Gemara right now. If the Rabbi Akiva doesn't learn the pasuk ושמעת את החוקה הזאת מועדה מימים ימימה, where does he learn that tefillin doesn't apply at night? Where does it say that? Yeah, that's what we told Sisit. Doesn't say that, yeah, but tefillin. And so the answer is he doesn't hold that nighttime is excluded, and that's halakha l'maaseh. B'layla zman tefillin min haTorah. You can wear tefillin min haTorah at night. Rak hachamim gazu. The rabbi said we can't wear it at night. Why? Maybe you'll fall asleep in the tefillin. And so this is the mahloket sneak peek. If you come Thursday night to the shiur, we'll do this in detail later. And so therefore, the question is, if this pasuk, if we hold like Rabbi Akiva, that this pasuk is not even talking about tefillin, then the whole yamim, which is 12 months, doesn't apply to tefillin. This whole dirasha goes away. You don't have to. Understand what he's saying here?
We still have
you have the Yerushalayim, but we have the 2 verses 1. We have the Mechilta. We have the Mechilta, which according to Mechilta, according to Yerushalayim.
But the concept exists. They just disagree. Who said
the mahloket, yeah. The Hanaza Ba'ala Me'od and the Ozarua and others all write that it could be this mahloket. Ufizeh, kivan she'ahukah shel pasuk zeh enam midaberet be'inyan tefillin. This hok is talking about Pesach. En l'mod min pasuk zeh she'srichim bedika. You can't learn anymore that they need bedika. As Tosafot and Menachot says on page 43, which we'll hopefully also get to down the road. This is the words of the Rambam. Rambam says, "Hakotev tefillin b'chtav yado." Someone who writes tefillin, or shelakihan min hamomcheh, or he buys them from a sofer, or mishal yad adam, he buys tefillin from someone, or badkan, and he checks them, ve'ahaziran letoch batei tefillin, and he puts them back into the boxes. אינו צריך לבדקן פעם אחרת, אפילו לאחר כמה שנים. A rabbi was whispering to Rambam downstairs. You heard him say that? Rambam says you don't have to check your tefillin after many years. Once you know that you put it in and it was kosher, you're fine. ואין חוששים להם שמא נמחקה אות מתוכן או שנקבע. You don't have to worry, maybe a letter erased, maybe there's a hole in it. וכן היה הלל הזקן אומר, says the Rambam, and the Hillel HaZaken itself says, tefillin ela mishel abi imahen. He wore his grandpa's tefillin, which never was checked, and so he holds like the Yerushalmi.
They leave them in the car. It's hot.
Hold on. So therefore, Rambam is machriya, and Rambam says we go by Yerushalmi, not by the Mechilta. Must be the Mechilta's flipped, and it has the wrong names, and Hillel and Shammai were flipped.
The second part.
Yes. ובספר אורחות חיים הביא דברי מחירתא וכתב, he brings the Mechilta and then he writes, אורחות חיים writes, ושמעתי שחכמי צרפת, the rabbis in France, נהגו לבדקן משנה לשנה. Based on this Mechilta, they checked the tefillin every single year. ובשבת הגאונים מצאתי, I found in the books of the גאונים, שהמניחן תמיד, someone who always puts tefillin every single day, אין צריך לבדקן, you don't have to check them ever. אפילו ל50 שנה, even 50 years. Why does it say 50? Why didn't it say 100? Because the Maran Shulchan Aruch says that in the halakha that I just read downstairs, mezuzah of a house is twice every 7 years. Mezuzah of a shul or a public building is twice every 50 shana. So he's saying even 50 shana you don't have to do it. If you take them out of the box, take them out of the cases, the air will circulate. And air is healthy. If you learned the babas, if someone gives you something to watch for them, you have to air it out. Give it air like a blanket. You don't want to leave it closed up. The moths will get to it. So air is healthy. It lets it breathe. And so therefore, this word, I need help with this word. Ve'enan mitapeshot or mitapesot? Mitapeshot. They don't get moldy. Do they use that word these days?
Offish.
They use offish?
Yeah.
Maybe they won't get moldy inside. If you only put your tefillin sometimes, so you get credit if you're a daily tefillin guy. If you only take a tefillin out once every blue moon, you have to check them. Maybe they're getting all.
So we're learning that the house is not really totally sealed. The air goes.
The air must. It's animal hide. Yeah, it's animal hide. It's leather, so it's breathable. That's why if you have gel in your hair or a lot of water, you can ruin it. It'll go in. It'll ruin the tefillin, right? וכן שמענו מהחכמים וזקנים ששמעו מן אבותיהם שיש לבדיקן בית פעמים בכל 7 שנים. So this rabbi thought Orchat Haim, he was holding like the Mechilta. And the rabbis in France held like the Mechilta, that you have to do it every year. And he said, I also heard that rabbis do it twice every 7 years. So this is not like the Rambam. וכן נפסק בשולחן ערוך. If you read Shulchan Aruch, he will say the same thing about the mezuzah. ולפי זה, תפילין שלנו, שאנו מניחים אותן בכל יום ויום, our tefillin that we put them on every single day, אינן צריכות בדיקה מן הדין. You don't have to check them. אלא שהכנסת הגדולה והמגן אברהם כתבו, these rabbis wrote, שבהיות וכבר נבדקו כמה זוגות תפילין, סופרים testify to us that they always check תפילין, ונמצאו פסולות, and they find problems, מחמת הזיעה, שמקלקלת את האותיות, the sweat ruins the letters, לכן מן הראוי להחמיד לבדיקן לפחות פעמיים בכל 7 שנים. This is the opinion of who said this? And Magen Abraham. וכמו שנפסק בלא like just like mezuzah. ואף על פי שהגאון רבי יהודה עייש in the Sefer Matei Yehuda writes לחלק בין תפילין שהאבי שולט בהם למזוזה שהיא ממונה ומסוגרת ואין האבי שולט בכלל. He says there's a difference. Mezuzahs in the case and it never gets a chance to breathe. And it's exposed to the elements also if it's outside as well in the air. And I saw one sofer was saying if you use a clear case, he showed like I saw on YouTube the sofer showing a clear case outside, it turns yellow after like 2 years. Like the sun goes into it and it ruins. He was unwrapping a tefillin from the front door that was in a clear case. It was literally broken. Pieces of the mezuzah cracked off. So the mezuzah is exposed.
The vibe of the tefillin is not the same.
But the mezuzah is exposed. It's not exposed to the elements. ולכן העלה שאין צריך לבדוק תפילין, he said you don't have to check tefillin at all. Udbarav nechunim me'ikar halakha, says the Chacham Ovadia. His words are correct, halachically. You do not have to check your tefillin. Abba min hag hasidim, the righteous people have a custom, la'ahmid, v'levdok tefillin, midei shana b'shana b'chodesh Elul. They check the tefillin every Elul. It's a minhag of hasidim. It's not a halakha l'ma'aseh. Why? Shesimano, ani l'dodi v'dodi li. As it says in different sefarim. Ubefrat bizmanenu. Especially in our days. Shirabu sofrim umagihim she'enam mumhim karaoi b'din tefillin mezuzot. There are so many cheap sofrim that don't do a good job. They don't write properly. They have lots of mistakes in their tefillin. It's a good idea, unless you know who you bought it from, who's a good sofer. If you just bought stam tefillin, like Amazon we said last week, right? You should check it every year. Free shipping. If you spend $25, I hope your mezuzah costs more than $35. But however, when it comes to mezuzah, you should be really more strict. It doesn't get to breathe in. You have to check the mezuzah in the house every 3.5 years. Okay. If you're mahmid and you want to check all your situations every Elul, you should be blessed. But the bottom line is, you don't have to check the tefillin in Elul. It's a nice custom to be strict. However, from mezuzah, it's halakha. You must. You have to check your mezuzah every 3.5 years. It's a custom of the Hasidim to do both every year. I read to you guys the Sefer on Thursday night's Gemara class. Chacham Ovadia, Avodat Ovadia.
What they used to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's the testimony, first-hand testimony from Chacham Ovadia. Chacham Ovadia, Dad, you listening? Chacham Ovadia. Lo hikpid. The same book as Thursday that you didn't like. Lo hikpid libdok et tefillin she'elo kilal. He never was careful to check his tefillin kilal, ever. Umikum akom, however, mideh mispar shanim, every few years, when he saw a sofer writing, oh, that's a beautiful scroll. He would take the old scrolls out and replace them. And smart, actually. I mean, smart. I'm talking about the rabbi. Save your money on the sofer. I just did it. Not cheap. I don't know how much it cost to check the. You did yours?
Check the tefillin cost me $140.
It's $140.
Yeah,
So
I did it 3 weeks.
Cost a lot of money. Not over here in LA, it's highway robbery. We loved it. So therefore, save your money on the tefillin. Don't check it every year. Save the money for nice parchment. And when someone tells you I have a good deal on a good parchment, buy the new parchment. And tell the guy, okay, now switch the parchment. And therefore, don't worry about it. If you're tefillin, you wear them every single day, you're good. And that's it for today. Let's go straight into the next one.
That's only because of Hataka?
It's not a